Hello and welcome to this videocast for subscribers to davidicke.com. People obviously are always asking, well, what are the solutions to what's happening in the world? And I want to talk about some of those today, but we shouldn't get the impression that the solution and the problem are separate from each other. Understanding the problem is to have a much better chance of solving the problem. And I hear many times people say, first of all, well, we know about the problem, but we want some solutions. Well, the vast majority of people in the world, billions of them, have no clue what the problem is and how the world's being manipulated and to what end. And so just because people have read some stuff or researched some stuff and come to certain conclusions and therefore say, well, I know about that. Well, billions of people don't know about that. So we're not going to stop talking about it because we want more and more people to know about that. And the second thing is, I hear so many times people say, yeah, I know about that. We know what the problem is. Well, the vast majority of people that say they know what the problem is don't know what the problem is. They know some of it. They know aspects of it. They know those parts of it that they've read about or those parts of it they've researched. But they don't know the depth of the problem, and it's in the depth. It's deep, deep, deep in the areas of reality that are beyond what we see. That's not only where the understanding of the problem lies, because that's where it's coming from ultimately, but that's where the solutions lie by understanding the problem and where it's coming from. And I had a bit of an experience this week when I posted a very unpleasant picture of what Israeli bombing in Gaza had done to a child. And I posted it. Actually, I reposted it. It had been posted several times, but certainly been posted when I saw it about half an hour, 40 minutes before. And the reason I reposted it with just a few words was because where do people think these horrific images of the consequences for Palestinian children and civilians from Israeli bombing are actually coming from? I mean, are they coming from London or Sydney or Los Angeles? Where are they coming from? They're coming from Palestine. They're being posted by Palestinians who are desperate to get across to the wider world the scale of evil, the scale of suffering, and the scale of their horrific experience that they're actually going through when these Israeli merciless bombing strikes happen. So what I was doing in reposting it was offering another audience to what the Palestinian people wanted, which is people to see and let register the full horror of what has been going on for this reason. To try to get people to get their asses in gear, to see the full magnitude, or some of it. What's a picture compared with experiencing it? But to get some idea of the magnitude of what has been happening to the Palestinian people, so it might motivate those around the world to look at that horror and say, my God, how can I contribute to stopping this? How can I contribute to this never happening again? Well, that's maturity. What I found interesting is that the reaction to the picture divided people very obviously and blatantly between two camps. There were those coming from the heart, I would suggest, coming from a state of consciousness, whose response was, oh my God, what can I do about this? What can I do to stop this? Because their reaction was not, oh no, you shouldn't be posting that. It was compassion for the victims and the victim of what they were seeing, and for the parents, and for the doctors who deal with this in these Israeli strikes hour by hour. So very large numbers of people reposted that picture with that motivation. Mature people, heart people, who wanted to, as the Palestinians originally who posted it, wanted people in the wider world to see what was truly happening behind the television news reports of more children killed in Palestine, or children hit by shrapnel, and politicians and military men. Oh, well, we tried to reduce collateral damage. Well, that picture was what happens. It's what they really mean when they're saying children have died in Gaza. What they really mean when they say children have been hit by shrapnel, and when these idiots talk about collateral damage. But there was another reaction, which was hostile. And you shouldn't be posting that. I'm upset by that. It's horrible. And what was that doing? That wasn't going, what do I do about this? How do I contribute to this? It was going, me. I've been affected by me. I don't like this. So I am going to shoot the bloody messenger or shout at the messenger because I don't like the message. And you've got people saying, oh, I've followed you for years, but I'm not anymore after you posted this picture. Well, you've not been listening anyway then. You know, we talk about solutions to what's going on. And I will talk at some length in this videocast about it. But one of the bottom lines about solutions is the human race has got to bloody grow up and find some level of maturity and some level of understanding of what we're dealing with. And then we might have a chance.